Welcome back to the channel. See how a powerful radar from Russia got destroyed by a single hit from Ukraine's HIMARS and find out if the counteroffensive has success. Russian $200 million worth radar system appeared to be much more vulnerable than expected. Ukrainian HIMARS destroyed it with just one strike. Recently, Russia put a mobile over-the-horizon radar called PREDEL-E into the service. They started to use it near the Kherson region, where Ukrainians continued their successful counteroffensive campaign. Reportedly, the equipment was worth around $200 million and was shielded by the electronic warfare system Lear-2. Nevertheless, nothing could protect the radar from high-mobility artillery rocket systems that Ukraine keeps using to regain its territories. Currently, the south of Ukraine is the toughest area for both countries. Ukrainian armed forces keep pushing the enemy out of Zaporizhia Oblast. Right after liberating Robotyne, which was a huge moral defeat for the opponent, Ukrainian soldiers made huge gains near Verbove village, even though Western experts keep stating their concerns about the counteroffensive. Ukraine proves that with the right tactics, the territories can be taken back town by town. The main focus of the operation is Melitopol, which has a huge importance in Russian logistics. If Ukrainians manage to regain control over it, they will be able to easily achieve occupied Crimea. Russian occupation authorities seem to believe in Ukrainian victory more than anybody else, since they already started leaving Tokmak, town located between Robotyne and Melitopol. Reportedly, it will be the next in the Ukrainian liberation plan. The front line keeps going farther to the south. Less than 20 kilometers left to be liberated before Ukrainians will regain control over Tokmak. Major of Melitopol Ivan Fedorov claims that occupied Tokmak experiences explosions every day as Ukrainian soldiers come closer to the city settlement by settlement. Initially, the distance was about 31 kilometers, but after the liberation of Robotyne, Ukrainians had already hit the second line of Russian defense, which was a game changer. So-called Dragon Tis, the Russian fortification lane, is breached. Is it the only issue that Russian army is facing? Lack of manpower, outdated and worn-out ammunition, and unqualified commanders, all these factors lead Russian soldiers to failure. Still, somehow, they managed to achieve a small success in the Donetsk region. According to the Russian Defense Ministry, they have destroyed the Ukrainian echelon with artillery ammunition. Still, there is no proof of such an event to happen, since the Russian army likes to exaggerate its victories. Moreover, Russian air defenses claimed that they had successfully shot 3 Ukrainian drones near Tula and Belgorod. Again, Western journalists were not able to verify this information. Volodymyr Zelensky is satisfied with the results his country is showing. Commenting on the recent drone attacks, he noted that the war is gradually returning to the territory of Russia. Nevertheless, Ukrainians are fearfully expecting the upcoming winter season. During the summer months, the amount of rocket strikes significantly decreased, which only can be a signal that Russians are accumulating missiles to repeat energy faculty attacks. Last year, major Russian attacks led to blackouts all over the country. Electricity was scarce, and in some regions people didn't have it for several days. Since Russians are experiencing a rocket deficit, they are trying to save some of them for future attacks, even though the enemy is as dangerous as it was the year before. The Ukrainian military's General Staff of Intelligence, GRR, assures that Russia will not be able to launch 100 rockets simultaneously anymore. Military intelligence suggests that with such tactics, Russia will just deplete its reserves without achieving any significant result. Ukrainian forces predict that Russia is about to change its tactics. Right now, they are desperately looking for weaknesses in Ukrainian energy facilities. As well, with the help of Iranian drones, they are successfully trying to identify anti-aircraft defense systems. According to new tactics, Russian forces will attack one particular energy object with several precise strikes. Even though it can be presented as an innovative strategy, it's merely a way to save rockets which Russia cannot produce anymore. Not capable of striking on the battlefields, the Kremlin prepares a new wave of disinformation campaigns. Russians have come up with several made-up stories that will be spread among several media. The main target of this campaign is to make Ukraine look bad and wear in the eyes of citizens and international partners. First of all, Russian propaganda will concentrate on the topic of mobilization. They will claim that Ukraine will get everyone to join the military no matter their age or health. They might make up stories about Ukraine agreeing to give away parts of its land for peace. Russia might say that Ukrainian counteroffensive isn't working and no major territories were regained. They could also make up stories about huge losses from Ukrainian side. As well, they might even claim that Ukrainian leaders are giving up on counteroffensive. Narrative is to show that life in occupied territories is much better. People there have high salaries, everything is cheap, and there is great infrastructure. Nevertheless, we all know that all of these information campaigns will fail with huge military victories from the Ukrainian side.